Welcome to Financial Literacy Simplified. Today I want us to talk very quickly about categorization of expenses. One, we need to know that an expense is very critical to a business. If you are not able to take care of expenses, chances of you bringing down that business are very high. Expenses will be categorized into three. We have fixed and variable. We have budgeted and non-budgeted, and we have capital and revenue expenditure. When we talk about fixed expenses are those expenses that remain the same regardless of the level of production. Take, for example, you have acquired a space in town, you pay rent. It doesn't matter how many units you sell or how many units you stock, the rent is the same. Variable expenses is something like sales commission. The more people sell, the more you incur this sales commission. The next category is about capital and revenue in nature. Revenue expenditure are those expenses whose lifespan is a year or less. Most of the expenses that we have may be something like repairs, stationery, you printing. This is an expense you incur for one particular year. So for this expense, you go and charge it to the income statement. You go and reduce it to the income statement. For capital expenditure, this is expenses that you incur, but you pay today, but you will spread them over some years, maybe 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. A good example is like an overhaul or something like goodwill. When you pay goodwill for a business, you know you've paid, you will spread it. If you paid goodwill of 500,000 and assume you are spreading it over 5 years, it means every year you will be incurring 100,000. The last category is about budgeted and non-budgeted expenses. Budgeted expenses are those expenses that you already know about. It could be capital, it could be revenue. You've planned for it. Non-budgeted expenses are those accidental expenses. Maybe fire gutted down the premises and now you have no choice but to do some repairs which you had not planned for. At all times, you should know that an expense will fall under those three categories. We should